G'day, I'm Bettina from Off the Grid 365. One of the most common questions I get asked is, I'm going for my first hike, what do I need to take? So I've put together a few things that you can take on your first hike. Let's start with the most important, water. So you can get a bladder or just take a bottle of water. General rule is 1 litre per 1 hour of hiking. I always like to take either a separate bottle or a cup so that you can mix some hydrolyte in as well. Next is a first aid kit. Doesn't need to be elaborate, just a few key essentials will see you through. I take an instant ice pack, some band-aids, a snake bandage, a triangular bandage, light blanket and some hydrolyte and blister patch. And then you can just put it in a water-sealed bag and it's nice and protected. Next up, we have snacks. Now, this is up to personal preference. I like taking some salt and some sweet. So I've got some jerky, protein bars, fruit, some more protein and a trail mix. Rule of thumb is if you're going to be hiking somewhere warm, you can take peanut M&Ms, they won't melt. So just be careful if you're putting some chocolate in your trail mix. Next up, sun protection. We've got sunglasses, sunscreen and a hat. So essential when you're hiking. And then after that, I always like to bring a jacket. So I recommend taking a rain jacket. Even if it's not even forecasted to rain, it acts as a great windproof when you're out on your hike. Often you'll sweat and then when you cool down to either stop and have a drink, food, and it's windy, you can get quite cold quite quickly. So next up is your emergency kit. So a lighter, matches that you can start a fire if you need to, if you get caught out overnight. A whistle, because a whistle will be heard a lot further than your voice yelling. You've got a fully charged mobile phone. Even if you don't have coverage, put it onto airplane mode and then just check periodically. Save an offline map as well, potentially. And then I always use a spot tracker, but if it's your first hike, you probably wouldn't need to go, what is a spot tracker? Click the link and you'll find out more. Map. So always have a map of where you're going. If you're confident, take a compass as well, but at the very least take a map so that you can sort of see where you're going and following the trail. And then finally, what are we going to put it in? So a backpack. You want to make sure it's comfortable, it's light, and it can fit everything that you need to take on your hike. And that, my friends, is what I would take on a day hike.